Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Sauce. It's the backup channel backing Celeb up and bringing you all the breaking news. The other day, Yandy's husband Mendeecees Harris from Love and Hip Hop did an interview on Shannon Sharpe's club Shay Shay, and while he was there, he spoke about what it was like serving 8 years in jail for drug trafficking. During the interview, Mendeecees, who was locked up from 2015 to 2020, said that he once put his mother up for collateral during a drug deal. Mendeecees said, quote, "I was getting a bunch of keys and they was like, well, you gotta show me where your mom live at, because if you run off on this, we can't afford for you to run off," end quote. Harris went on to say, quote, "I had no intentions of running off, so I was like, I'll show you," end quote. Listen, I'm at a loss for words, because I don't care how deep you are in the drug game, you don't use your moms for collateral. That is crazy. What kind of dude does that? I mean, I always thought that one of a man's first responsibilities was to protect his family, not to put them out there like that. And then this dude's out there talking about the reason why I did it was because I knew I wasn't going to run off. Listen, you're not omniscient. You're not all-knowing. You don't know what's going to happen from one minute to the next. For all you know, you could have walked outside and got struck by lightning. And then some stranger could have walked down the street and grabbed a stash. You don't know, but what did you do? You put your moms out there. And if something would have went wrong, the next thing you know, they're spraying up her house. Or they kidnap her and they got her working butt naked in a trap house like it's New Jack City. You're not supposed to do that to your moms. Look, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that it was okay for your boy Mendeecees to put his mom up for collateral? Let me know what you think in the comments. Now, check it out. The other day, Donald Trump's attorney, Alina Abba, appeared on The Benny Show to talk about Trump surrendering to the authorities to face criminal charges. When the host, Benny Johnson, asked Abba if Trump was going to get his mugshot taken, Abba said that the police don't need a mugshot of the former president because he's the most famous man in the world. Trump's attorney said, quote, "Donald Trump is Tupac. Donald Trump is Biggie Smalls. He's better than Tupac. I'm East Coast, so I love Biggie. Donald Trump is his own brand. He's everything. This is just going to boost him. We've seen it in the polls. It's not a question. It's a fact," end quote. Well, after Trump's attorney made that comparison, Tupac's sister, Set Shakur, caught wind of what she said. And she said that she thinks that the attorney's words are blasphemous. And she also said, quote, "My brother was measured by his integrity, his principles, and personal and collective responsibility," end quote. You know what really kills me? The whole time that Donald Trump was president, right? The whole 4 years. You never heard the Republicans, you never heard his attorneys running around talking about Donald Trump is like Biggie. Donald Trump is like Tupac. But now that Donald Trump has gotten arrested, all of a sudden we're talking about Donald Trump is like Biggie and Tupac. You see how they do? It's just another way of trying to associate crime with black people. But black people aren't the only ones with mugshots. So if you really wanted to be accurate, Donald Trump would be more like Bernie Madoff and Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, on the real, these people never stop. But let me know what you think. Do you think that it was alright for Trump's attorney to compare him to Biggie Smalls and Tupac? Let me know in the comments. And while you're down there making a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Now let me see what other news I got for you. This past weekend, the LSU Lady Tigers defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85 in the Final Four, which gives LSU their first ever national title in women's basketball. After their victory, Joe Biden extended an invitation to both LSU, who were the winners, and Iowa, who were the losers, to come visit the White House. And many people in the sports world saw the invitation as an insult because, as is customary, only the champs are supposed to go to the White House. I mean, not to be disrespectful, but the runners-ups are not supposed to get the invite. That is not how we do it in the competitive states of America. Well, needless to say, after both teams received the invite from the White House, some of the girls on the LSU team felt slighted, and Angel Reese posted a tweet that had a whole bunch of crying, laughing emojis and said, quote, "a joke," end quote. Now, after realizing her faux pas, Joe Biden tried to come back and issue an apology, but it appears that the girls at LSU ain't having it. Not only did they not accept Joe Biden's apology, but instead they requested to meet with former First Lady Michelle Obama. For example, Alexis Morris, one of the LSU players, wrote, quote, "Michelle Obama, can we, LSU national champs, come celebrate our win at your house?" End quote. Now, after the girls expressed their feelings about not wanting to go to the White House, a whole bunch of people had something to say. One person said, quote, "I love that Angel Reese isn't modeling respectability politics, especially as a young black woman. Black people are taught you have to let everything white people do to harm us go on a whim. No, Jill apologized and Angel isn't interested and explained why." End quote. Another person came through and wrote, quote, "Yup, Angel Reese is turning into a low-key icon in front of my eyes right now, and I'm here for it. She's sending another clear message of a rejection of respectability politics / worship for politicians, and this idea that harm is erased because an apology is issued." End quote. And then after that, in reference to Angel Reese, another person came through and wrote, quote, "Okay, she got a little too much dip on her chip here. The Iowa invitation was an error. Jill needed to correct the error, but don't drag it." End quote. Okay, so here's my take. Being somebody who used to play sports, I believe that the initial invitation of both teams was definitely a slight. However, once Jill corrected the situation, I think that personally, I would graciously accept the invitation. I would go to the White House, I would schmooze a little bit, and I would enjoy myself. And 9 times out of 10, Barack and Michelle would probably be there too. Because you know, Joe and Barack rocks like that. But let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that Angel Reese and LSU were right to reject Joe Biden's invitation? Or do you think these chicks got chips on their shoulders and they're really wilding out right now? Now, check it out. For the last year, there's been a rumor circulating online about Glorilla, and people are saying that she spent 3 years in jail for stealing a box of cereal from Kmart. Well, now your girl Glorilla is frustrated with all the rumors and she wants to clear things up. Glorilla said, quote, "You hoes really sat y'all A up there and believed I went to jail for 3 years for stealing cereal, and that's why you hoes hearts be in your A today, because y'all believe whatever a ninja tell you, and that's the reason you ninjas be taking care of kids that's not yours till they like 12 years old, because you believe whatever a hoe tell you." End quote. You know what the funniest part about this is? Glorilla is upset because this rumor is circulating about her online. But you know who started the rumor? Glorilla. She started the rumor on herself. And I know you guys are out there like, Sauce, how the heck did Glorilla start a rumor about herself? I'm gonna show you how. She went on a show and this is what Glorilla said.
So look, okay, I'm not understanding. Like the questions that you said that she got caught stealing and went to jail for 3 years. Why do you put this in here?
It's on the internet.
Oh wow, what part of the internet did you get that from?
It's on the internet. What was it?
Damn it.
You did 3 years in the jail?
Remember I said,
So they actually put that on there?
remember I asked you, is that your government name or your real name?
Wow, they put my business on there like
You
that.
actually did 3 years in jail.
Wow. Yeah, I did.
Except from stealing from Kmart cereal.
Yeah.
That don't sound right. No, I want you to be honest, because you've got this on the paper.
I don't like the fact that you dug that up.
No, we gonna cut the cameras. No, but dead ass, like, you can go to jail for 3 years for stealing cereal, right?
Yes, I did.
Cereal?
Yeah.
No, because he be making up stuff.
You didn't make that up.
Now listen, the average person with a bit of common sense would hear that story and they would say, this chick is talking mess. Because we know darn well that Glorilla did not go to jail for 3 years for stealing cereal from Kmart. I mean, in order for this chick to get a 3-year bid for stealing cereal from Kmart, she would have to be like stealing like keys of Kellogg's and then selling those keys overseas like she was freaking Pablo Escobar. So it's obvious that the chick was lying. But with that being said, If she didn't want it on the internet, she shouldn't have put it on the internet. You can't get mad that a whole bunch of people that don't know you believe what you say out your mouth. That's on you. And you can't be like, well, I said it on a comedy show. Listen, most of the people who heard that clip heard it in a soundbite. They don't even understand the original context. So you gotta take all of that stuff into consideration. But you know what I think is really happening here? When Glorilla started her career, she started it by playing the dumb chick. But now that she's glowed up, she doesn't want to be known as the dumb chick anymore. But listen, let me know what you think. Do you think that Glorilla has a right to be mad at all the people who are spreading a rumor about her stealing a cereal? Or do you think that she should be mad at herself for starting a rumor in the first place? Now check it out. I gotta share this next story with you because this thing has been messing with my brain all day. A woman got married to a man and they've been married for 17 years and now they just found out that they're related. In a 6-second TikTok video that has now gone viral, the woman posted text across the video that read, quote, "Married my husband in 2006, not thinking anything of it. We have 3 kids. Come to find out, we're related and cousins," end quote. The woman goes on to say, quote, "It was devastating. I was like, babe, we're related. Like, are we even supposed to be together? This is weird. It really freaked me out," end quote. The woman went on to say that after the initial shock, her and her husband got over it. And she said, quote, "My kids and my husband are my everything, and we look past it. All our kids have 10 fingers and 10 toes. It's a good icebreaker, lol," end quote. And then after that, she came back and she made another post where she wrote, quote, "I love my cousin," end quote. Wow, I don't even know what to say. But anyway, after she made the post, she got a whole lot of backlash online. And one person said, quote, "Girl, that's disgusting," end quote. Another person wrote, quote, "You couldn't torture this information out of me. We'd have had to take this to the grave cuz," end quote. And then another person came through and said, quote, "Y'all even look alike. How did y'all not know?" End quote. Look, this is a precarious situation because you gotta remember they've been married for 17 years and they got 3 kids together. So it's like when that DNA test comes back and it's like, you guys are cousins, what do? Do you just look down at the paper, shake your head, look back at your partner and say, oh, we gotta get a divorce? Or do you try to make it work? Listen, let me know what you would do in the comments. And all I'm gonna say is if you're out there and you're dating somebody who looks like they could be your brother or sister, that could be a problem because they just might be your brother or sister. Go get that DNA test. Listen, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.